Okay, so here's the deal. You remember how your man 50 Cent had that concert with the LOX, and some heifer, you know, had her hand out in the audience, and he went to, you know, go shake her hand while he's performing, and she yanked him into the audience, so he punched her in the face, and then the heifer came up on stage and started twerking her ass. Remember that story? Well, here's an update on it. It looks like that heifer is going to sue 50 and the LOX and the venue that it happened at in Baltimore, Maryland. Crazy shit. So shout out to TMZ for posting the story on April 16th of 2017 titled 50 Cent Punch Victim, Lawyers Up for Lawsuit. Here's what they wrote. The woman 50 Cent punched square in the chest is now going full bore against the rapper, lawyering up for a lawsuit. Danetta Deer, or Durr, D-E-R, right? Durr. I need to hear Nelly or Chingy say it. Somebody from Duluth, from St. Louis, Missouri. Anyways, Danetta Durr has a law firm behind her that will sue 50 early next week. She'll also sue the LOX, with whom 50 performed, and the venue, Baltimore Sound Stage. TMZ broke the story. 50 was performing last week when the woman grabbed his arm and pulled him off stage. 50 retaliated with a vicious punch. Danetta later went on stage and twerked. If anybody doesn't know what twerking is, twerking means to shake that ass, leading people to believe the beef was squashed. Nope. Attorney Warren Brown tells us Danetta went to the hospital the next day and hired him Monday. Brown calls 50's conduct, quote, cowardly. Now, my Jesus, that's the end of the article, and there's a video of what happened up on the TMZ website. The incident happened on April 8th of 2017, and there's a link to it on my blog and everything. But let me just say this right now, okay? If I was at a concert and somebody punched me in my damn chest, the last thing I'd be thinking about doing is going up on stage and shaking my dick, or shaking anything, my Jesus. And you got to understand something. That's extremely suspect. She sounded like a straight up groupie, Miss Right There. She in this bitch, right there, Miss Danetta Durr. For the rest of this article, I'm going to call this bitch Chingy. So Chingy thinks that she's going to have a good old payday. She thinks she's about to get paid. Get that cash. Get that dough. Get that bread. Aight? She thinks she's going to get that shmoney. That shmoney from 50. Because she figures 50 Cent is rich. Rich like a bitch. And he has the power. The power in the pocket to be her big payday. But hey, bitch, let me ask you this. So you're going to pull this ninja off. Was this a setup? Were you setting up 50? Because you knew that 50 has a short fuse? That 50 is a defensive person, and you figured, I could get this ninja. I can have my cake and twerk on it too. Interesting. So you pull him off stage. He punches you. You go and shake that ass for him to get some attention. And then you're going to take him to court to take his money too. Very, very interesting. Now, I hate to say it, but this is some some beastie BT 1000 behavior if I've ever seen it or heard of it before, my lord. You know, I would love to hear what Tommy Sotomayor would have to say about this particular article. I would love to. Listen, I'm pretty sure, Jesus, that Wu-Tang symbol hairline have a motherfucker would tear this heifer a new one, and rightfully so. But anyways, you know, I just think that it's really suspect. First of all, you pull him off stage, he strikes you. Not saying that it was okay for him to do that. He should have been worried about making sure that he doesn't fall and hurt himself over physically attacking. He should have been worried about his own safety first, as opposed to retaliating. His natural instinct should have been, let me make sure I'm good, before his natural instinct being, let me knock this bitch the fuck out. Second of all, and not that any of this shit is funny. I'm talking about, I just think that the part that I think is funny is that if you're falling off stage, why the hell would your first instinct be to punch? My first instinct would be get my footing. Let me make sure I don't sprain my ankle. Let me make sure I don't hit my knees. You know, 50 is about 40 years old now, or close to it. You know, make sure I don't hit my face on anything. Make sure I don't fall on the wrong person, you know, and then the damn riot situation breaks out. Hey, man, what you falling on before? You know, some people are just stupid out there. Like, they don't understand. Like, you falling, like, you can't help that you're falling, you know. But, let me see. What else? Yeah, it's real suspect, first of all, that it's weird that he's throwing punches instead of trying to catch himself, like make sure he's good. That's first of all. Second of all, the simple fact that this heifer got punched, and instead of going to see a doctor or going home or something like that, her first instinct at this point is, okay, I got punched in the titty, so I'm gonna go shake my butt for everybody now. Like, that's weird as hell. I mean, is she really upset because 50 didn't give her the mean 3.5 backstage? Is that what this is really all about, Jesus? She thought she was gonna get some of that Disney, and 50 didn't offer her the tip? That's what we really want to know. I mean, did she just want to have 50 Cent's baby and thought that he was gonna raw dog her and she's gonna get that goddamn child support check? I mean, is she just some scheming ass hoe? Or when she got hit, when 50 said, take that, like Diddy, and he hit her with the punch to the chest, did she feel it afterwards and initially she didn't feel the pain? Because it's really weird. It's like, you know, when you get punched in general, you're gonna feel the pain right there. You know, it's like a shot to the chest, pow, you know, you're gonna feel it right there. So the simple fact that she instead of trying to go rest herself, you know, instead of trying to get her stuff together, the simple fact that this woman decides that she's gonna go shake her butt on stage, man, it's like, it's hard for anybody to believe anything that she says. Like, whatever her story is gonna be, it's just gonna sound really, really crazy to all of us. But anyways, this is all my opinion. I would really, really love to know what she has to say about her actions. And, you know, I'm not saying she's not at all a victim in this. I think that both her and 50 are unfortunate victims in this. I think she was a crazy fan. You know, she went overboard with showing love. You know, she wanted to get closer to him. You know, I think that he overreacted with throwing the punch. I think that she's overreacting with the lawsuit. I'm 90+% sure that she's okay physically, because if she weren't okay, then why the hell was she twerking on stage? It just doesn't make any damn sense. I wouldn't be surprised she's gonna come up with some story about having a heart condition, or I don't know, like, I have a pre-existing condition. Well, shit didn't stop you from shaking your ass on stage afterwards, heifer. But anyways, shout out to Miss Right Durr. You know, I guess she's gonna get something out of it, even if 50 just has to pay her 50,000 or something small, something light like that to get rid of her. Here's 20,000. You know, bye. You know, I don't think she's gonna get $1 million out of it. I don't even think she's gonna get $250,000. But she's gonna get something. Anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Hit the notification button. It's next to the subscribe button. It looks like a bell. You'll be notified when new videos get posted. All I'm going to say is this, man. This is why rappers have them crazy mofos in their entourage that just got out of jail to go around beating people up for them to take the charges for them. This is exactly why. But I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad there was only one punch and then some ass shaking. It should have been just some ass shaking from the beginning to the end, and that should have been the real story. Sexy fan comes, twerks her big booty on stage. That's what should have happened. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What's yours? Meat Magazine. By the way, I don't know whether or not she's sexy. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. That's what the story should have been. It should have been a fine woman shaking that ass.